What you know about life and death, is it really true? Maybe it's all just a veil, an illusion created by invisible hands that not only want to control you, but also want to weaken your very soul. Secret societies met by candlelight in the dark, secret laboratories whispered discoveries never to be published. They knew, but they chose to hide the truth. However, what is old always has a way of coming back. Ancient knowledge from long-lost civilizations, combined with the paradoxical discoveries of quantum physics, are beginning to reveal their secrets. Be careful. What is about to be revealed is not an easy answer, it is a truth that has the power to completely change the way you see the world. 1. Hidden truth and new platform. Have you ever wondered if what you believe about life and death is really true? From birth, we are shaped by belief systems, rules called truth. But what if it's all just a show, set up to keep us in the dark? There are forces that operate in the shadows, unseen, unnamed. They exist to conceal the truth, to keep the secrets that could set us free. And now, quantum physics and ancient wisdom, seemingly unrelated pieces of the puzzle, are shedding light on things they cannot forever conceal. 2. Nonlinear time and quantum nature. Time, we always picture it as a straight line, a train that only goes forward. But in reality, it's not that simple. Imagine time as an endless flow, with no beginning, no end. It not only passes you by, but you are immersed in it. Quantum physics, with its strange theories and paradoxes, has challenged all old notions of time and space. It shows that what we call past, present and future, are not separate. Consider the possibility that every moment exists simultaneously, like pieces of a whole picture, waiting for you to discover. 3. Past life memories and reincarnation. There are children who tell stories they could never have known, memories from another life, another time. Stories that, at times, coincide eerily with historical reality. Science, however skeptical, cannot ignore this evidence. It opens up a bold hypothesis: reincarnation, the cycle of life and death, may not be just a spiritual belief but part of an unsolved truth. Have you ever experienced déjà vu, the feeling that you've lived a moment before? Or possessed an innate talent that you never learned? Or been haunted by an unexplained fear? These things, perhaps, are not random. They are signs, pieces of a larger picture, of the life cycles your soul has gone through. 4. Near-death experiences, NDEs, and the spiritual world. Past life memories, reincarnation cycles, and now, near-death experiences continue to add to the mysterious picture of the nature of life. When the soul leaves the body, people describe feeling light, as if another being is watching from afar, beyond all physical limitations. These phenomena are not just anecdotes or personal beliefs. A growing body of scientific research is documenting the striking similarities between near-death experiences, regardless of culture or religion. Could they be evidence that consciousness is not confined to the human body? In the light of NDEs, déjà vu, innate talent, or unfounded fear no longer seem random. They become important pieces of the puzzle, revealing that life is not just a straight line from birth to death, but an endless cycle, where consciousness continues its journey through different dimensions. 5. Powers of consciousness and quantum influence. Consciousness, long thought to be a product of the brain, now appears to extend far beyond the physical limits of the body. Quantum research suggests that consciousness may be an integral part of the universe, connecting everything in an invisible but energetic network. Quantum experiments have revealed something incredible: human consciousness appears to have the ability to impact reality. From influencing the movements of quantum particles to changing the outcomes of seemingly random experiments, consciousness appears as a force that is poorly understood but has immense power. With these discoveries, the potential of consciousness becomes limitless. Are we not just small physical entities, but creators of reality, indispensable links in the overall picture of the universe? By understanding this power, Can we change our destiny, transcend the boundaries of the visible world to explore new horizons? 6. Akashic Records and Cosmic Library. The Akashic Records, the cosmic archive, is said to contain all information from the past, present, and future, further expanding the idea that consciousness may be deeply connected to the universe. If consciousness has the ability to influence reality through quantum phenomena, could this be the key to accessing this knowledge? Ancient civilizations, who understood reincarnation and the power of consciousness, also left behind the Akashic Records. They taught that all our actions, thoughts, and emotions are recorded, like particles of information merging into the endless flow of nonlinear time. Accessing this archive is not only a spiritual journey, but also suggests the existence of another reality where consciousness and energy are not bound by space and time. It connects with near-death experiences, as if consciousness touches a deeper dimension, beyond the boundaries of matter and body. 7. Alternating states of consciousness and the doors. Altered states of consciousness open up unexplored doors where all the limits of perception can be broken. Meditation, hallucinogens, and hypnosis are all ancient tools, used to help people enter these states, to seek answers beyond the capabilities of the ordinary mind. As consciousness moves away from the confines of the physical body, doors to other dimensions begin to open. In these states, time is no longer a linear flow, and past, present, and future can coexist, allowing us to access past lives, memories that have been buried deep in the mind. These experiences are not just a personal journey of discovery but a process of expanding the infinite potential of consciousness, where we can connect with other dimensions, transcend the limitations of matter, and discover previously unknown things about ourselves and the universe. 8. Ancient philosophies and death as transformation. Death, in ancient philosophy, is not an end but a transition. According to the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the soul's journey does not end when the body is left behind, but continues through the gates of the other world, to a new state of existence. The soul, after leaving the physical body, begins its journey to explore the spiritual dimensions, where all life and death are just part of the eternal cycle. The Kybalion teaches that death, like all change in the universe, is a natural, inevitable process. In the infinite spiritual universe, death is not an end but a change, a transition to a higher state where the soul continues to learn and grow. These are the principles that ancient philosophy has passed down, opening up a new perspective on death, not as fear or loss, but as part of the soul's endless journey, where each change is an opportunity to evolve and discover the eternal truth about the universe. 9. Modern deaths and ambiguity. Death in the modern world is not as clear-cut as it once was. When the heart stops beating, the brain can still function for a short time, opening up questions about the true nature of death. Recent research shows that the brain can continue to emit brain waves, sometimes even more strongly, even when the body is no longer alive. This makes us reconsider old theories about death and expand our concepts of life and death. The experiences of those who have been resurrected also offer a different perspective on the afterlife. People who have died and been resurrected report strange sensations, such as entering another dimension where they feel peace, or meeting deceased spirits. These experiences, while difficult to explain, raise questions about the existence of a spiritual world beyond physical death. Also, in the moments before death, many people report unusual lucidity, images, sensations, and visions that seem beyond what they can explain. This may be a sign of a spiritual transition, when consciousness begins to leave the body, opening a door into a dimension we cannot yet fully understand. 10. Fearless living and immortality future. When we are no longer afraid of death, we begin to live more fully. Facing the fact that death is inevitable helps us realize the value of each moment in life. Instead of worrying about the future, we can enjoy the present, knowing that each moment is of infinite value, and that life only has true meaning when we accept its impermanence. No longer afraid of death, people learn to live more deeply, find peace in accepting and understanding that life and death are two sides of the same process. When death is no longer something to fear, we can find joy in the little things, in every breath, in every moment of existence. But in the modern world, the advent of technology is opening up the big question of immortality. Can humans choose between science and spirituality? Technology, with advances in medicine and genetics, is gradually getting closer to the possibility of extending life indefinitely, even achieving immortality. But does this immortality really bring happiness, or is it just an endless race against time? When science and spirituality intersect, we must ask ourselves whether we can find the profound truth about life and death in this very journey. In our exploration of life, death, and consciousness, we begin to realize that there is more to life than meets the eye. From past life memories to near-death experiences, from the Akashic records to altered states of consciousness, each part of this story reveals that we are not just physical beings, but spiritual beings, connected to the universe and infinite dimensions. Death, not an end but a transformation, and consciousness, not confined to the brain, can connect with the infinite universe. In the modern world, questions of immortality and technology pose a great choice between science and spirituality. We must ask ourselves, is immortality really what we seek, or is it in death that we find the true meaning of life? And perhaps, the answer lies in the present moment, where we are no longer afraid, where every moment is lived to the fullest, because we understand that, in this infinite universe, death is just a change, not an end.